Well, this is going to be a quick update on the pond project. You can see the water has not come up much more since the last update. We feed these fish every evening around 7 to 8 o'clock, and we've been doing that for a little over a month now. Probably every day we've been coming down here. Probably for the first 2 to 3 weeks, the most we would ever see would be 2 to 3 bluegills at any given time. And just over the last few days, they've really started to show up in some numbers, and I'm hoping you can see all the ripples out there. Mostly it seems like it's the smaller bluegill that we've stocked in, probably, because they all seem to, most of the ripples seem to be fish that are about 2 to 3 inches, really, is what it looks like. I could see quite a few of them swimming around. All these little bitty ripples in through here, I hope it's showing up on camera. It almost looks like rain on water because you can't see any fish under there hardly. But those are minnows. There was quite a school of them around that rock before. Maybe you can see a few swim across it. But the minnows have now ventured out. They were kind of in the grass here. We noticed them just the last few days we've noticed them. And now they are, they're venturing out, I don't know, 7 or 8 feet off the bank. So by not having, really any predator fish in here, I think it's going to allow these minnows to flourish, hopefully. And those aren't fish that we stocked in. Those minnows those are just showing up from, I did see one fathead minnow look like he was protecting a nest under a rock, or, a clutch of eggs probably under a rock a few weeks ago. Of course, the water's come up so much now. I think it might be that rock out a little deeper water. So it's possible that these little ones we're seeing now may have been the ones that he was protecting, but we haven't put any fathead minnows in here at all, and I'm certain that's what we saw there. So the pond is doing pretty good. The reason I, besides feeding them, the reason I came down tonight is I want to straighten up this gravel if I can. I brought my shovel and concrete come along. If you haven't seen my other videos, I've done a tremendous amount of work on this pond this spring, and the water level should be up to where that water change, or that color change is. You can see a line of grass near it. It really does show up very well here. That's the normal water level. You may or may not be able to see that little black pipe over there. So the pond, we drained it as dry as we could. We got it down to about 1 foot of water, and we netted the pond in the early spring. Actually, Easter Day, we were netting the pond. We took out all the fish that we could catch, and then we put bluegill back in here. While the water was down, I put about 12 tons of pea gravel in this corner, and we got a substantial rainfall a couple of weeks ago, which came down and just washed heck, I don't know, that's got to be 2 or 3 tons at least of pea gravel out around here. Blew out my block wall. It was stacked up too tall all the way across there. So I came down tonight to try to restructure some of this, try to fix that, try to reclaim some of that pea gravel if I can, get it back up in here. It doesn't look like the bluegill are using it yet. There are some adult bluegill in here that we put in. It doesn't look like they're using that to nest. So I want to get that fixed before they start to use it, and then I disrupt their nest. So that's what I'm working on tonight. Click the subscribe button. You get to see all the videos that I make of this pond and things that we're doing around here.